Hi, I'm James Warren with Remax Realty Team. Welcome to our series, Home for the Holidays. Today we're talking about caring for our silver flatware and silver serving pieces. A lot of people don't tend to use these as much as they did back in the 50s and 60s, but with the new generation, the millennials are really embracing entertaining at home. So maybe you have some of your family heirlooms, maybe you're a collector yourself, but want to start using it. So we're going to give you a little glimpse of how we take care of it here at our house. A lot of times you can use many different methods. One of the most non-invasive green methods is to fill a nice pan about this size using a glass pan. You can line it with tin foil and layer a few layers of foil on the bottom. Cover that with Arm & Hammer baking soda and then pour in boiling hot water. You have to wait, it'll boil, it's going to smell like rotten eggs. It's not the best way to clean silver, but it is one of the less harsh ways to clean silver and one of the more eco-friendly ways. But today, we're going to actually use a Tarnex solution and using a buffing cloth. So let me show you how I do. I'm going to go in, I'm going to put a few pieces of flatware in a glass pan. I'm just going to layer them like this, nothing too heavy. And as you can see, there's a little bit of tarnish on these. And I'm just going to go in and use just a little bit of the solution. And I'm just going to pour this over. And kind of get the little solution in and just a nice little bath with it. You can take your pieces and let them soak for a minute. Does not take long. You can just kind of swish it around with your fingers. So because we have a stainless steel sink, we're going to put this glass dish here in the bottom. That way the stainless steel and the silver never touch. So you can see this is coming out of the solution. Its tarnish is gone. We're going to run that under hot water to get that solution off of it. And it's going to go right over here into that so it does not touch the stainless steel. You can see it did come out nice and shiny. It's going to be beautiful. I'm going to put a couple pieces in that have heavier tarnish. These rings were actually my grandmother's from the 40s. So we're going to put these in just so you can see exactly what Tarnex does. Drop that one in there as well. You just keep moving it around. Now, for heavily tarnished pieces like this, you're going to see, and kind of cool here, you're going to see it turns it almost like a yellowish color. And that's okay, because what's going to happen is you're going to have to continue to buff that. And we'll give those a minute to focus in there on that. And on our big pieces, you can see here we have pretty good size silver tray. And what I'm going to do, since there's no way to really get a deep clean in here in a small container, just going to keep wiping the solution on as evenly as possible. Now, in all the filigree post edges, I like to keep some of that tarnish. It just kind of helps keep it aged looking and nice. You can use the old-fashioned, as I call it, grandma's silver paste. You would be at that for quite a few hours with this. And as you can see, that tarnish is coming off really well. And I'm just going around in circles. As you can see, it's coming quite clean, and the edges are still a little. What you can do is just pour a little on the edges, and it'll kind of keep cleaning those, and just keep that solution drenching the silver. And we're even going to go on the back because you can see it's still really black on the back. Look at that, it's coming off. It's coming out great. Some people prefer to keep the nice patina on their silver pieces, and that's okay. I have some pieces that we do use every day that we prefer the patina on. I just wanted a nice piece here that you could see that was going to take some work to get it cleaned. Let's see, it's coming nice and clean there. And some of the edges. Some of this you could see, it's where the plating has actually worn off. And that's okay. Kind of adds to the piece. No, nobody's perfect. Nothing is perfect. Now, here in Florida, we have pretty hard water. What you want to be careful is if you have well water that has a high sulfur content, you want to avoid cleaning your crystal and silver in that water, especially the silver. What will happen, it will actually re-oxidize the silver immediately upon rinsing it. So it will turn black immediately when it hits that water. So you just want to be careful with that. This, I think, has had about enough. We're going to call that as just some imperfections in the plating, and it'll add to the luster of it. And as you can see, got quite a bit off. I'm going to rinse it. And again, we're not going to let this touch. We're going to keep rinsing, rinsing, rinsing. And yes, my phone does continuously ring. But that's okay. We're taking a little break. This is part of my fun, and it is work, so we're going to say it's okay. Again, I'm not letting this touch the stainless steel. There's a lot of misconceptions about using your silver. You can put your silver in the dishwasher. Here's our rings again if you want to take a look at those. They've gone through that nice dark phase, and you'll see when I polish those up what that'll look like. And I'll go in, I'll show you a couple knives again. Here's a nice spoon, serving spoon. You can see I'll just take that. Continuously just wipe it, especially in the cradle area of the spoon. I want to get a little bit of that solution in there, really work it. I'm not a fan of letting this sit too long. I would rather you have to use my silver polish and buff it out a little bit. But that piece can just sit there for just a minute while we do this knife handle. As you can see, it had quite a bit of tarnish because the box I actually keep these stored in does get a little bit of air in it. It does have silver cloth inside, so it does protect it from some of the tarnish, but it's still going to get tarnished. I'm going to freshen up the solution just a little bit. This does become inactive after a few minutes, I found. You can get quite a bit clean. I could clean the whole set. This set, I think I have a service for 24 people. I could get that cleaned out of this bottle, no problem. Although, as you can see, this has very little tarnish out of the box on it. So again, I don't like to leave that sitting in there a long period of time. As you can see, this does have a yellowish cast to it right now. That is not uncommon. Don't let it scare you. So I'm actually going to rinse this. I'll use just a little bit of Dawn in the hand, and I'm just going to sort of hand wash these. And what I'll actually do now is I'll put a little Dawn in the solution, and I'm going to use my glass container that I have over here, and I'm going to wash right out of here. Some of our rings. And I think that Dawn, the water deactivates the Turnex, so you can see they're coming out. They've still got a little yellow cast to them. I'm putting them on a nice absorbent terry towel. There are some other things that you can use, metal cleaners and polishers that you can use. This piece will probably actually take another cleaning to get nice. Then I'm going to actually dry these off with a nice feed sackcloth or flour sackcloth, because that, you want to get it in here. Terry cloth towels are great towels. The only problem with terry towels is it takes years for them to become absorbent, I've found. So about the time you're ready to throw the towel out is about the time it's best absorbency, and they're going to be faded, they're going to have a lot of use to them. So there's that. Let me dry another piece of flatware so you can see it. I'll dry 2 pieces. I'm going to get pretty dry. And you can see, came out pretty good. I'll let you inspect a couple of those pieces. And then I'm going to get a jeweler's cloth. I'm going to come here with my jeweler's cloth. I'm going to give it a nice polish. Acrobatics. I like to polish that. Again, if you want a nice thorough clean, you would get the Old Paste toothbrush in there, but we still like a little patina on ours. And then you can see the difference between the two. This one is going to have a whiter finish. This one still has some of the yellow in there. I'll just go ahead and clean those up. You can really get in there. And I'll actually go get my jeweler's cloth on here and get this silver side down. And you really need to get put some elbow grease in and really buff and clean this. If you really wanted to do a good job, you get your polish out. But again, we like some of the patina in our pieces, and you can see still has some patina, still needs to be buffed, but it gives you a good idea of what you need to do for the holidays. Again, I'm James Warren at Remax Realty Team. Hope you enjoyed these little segments of getting your home ready for the holidays. As always, if you see this on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, please post pictures of your holiday table. Have a great day.